Let me tell you why you are depressed. You see, the reason why you are depressed, the reason why you are unhappy, because you have unrealistic expectation about life. You believe that the purpose of life is to pursue happiness. The moment you begin to pursue happiness is the very same moment you become unhappy. Let's look at children. They never set out to pursue happiness, yet they are very happy. But when adult age sets in, we begin to have a different perspective about life, wrong informations about life. So we then believe that the purpose of life is to become happy, is to find happiness. And then we wonder, how come we have not found happiness, whereas we have been looking for ways to become happy? But the truth is, the very same moment you begin to pursue happiness is the very same time you lost it. Because there is no such thing as happiness. Happiness is an illusion. Happiness is an illusion. And happiness is also subjective. Which means that what makes you happy doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make the other person happy. Let's take for instance, your goal is to become a medical doctor. And when you finally become a medical doctor, then you're going to be happy. But to the other person, being a successful businessman makes the person happy. To the other person, getting married makes him happy. The other person, living the same marriage is going to make him happy. So happiness is subjective. There is no one definition of happiness. So the moment we begin to find happiness is the moment we became unhappy, because we are looking for something that is not available. You know why? There is this thing called pain. Pain is part of life. That is life. Without pain, life loses its meaning. Pain is the flavor of life. But the problem also is that people misunderstand pain from suffering. Pain is different from suffering. Suffering is caused by our poor choices, or the choices our parents or somebody made on our behalf when we are younger. But pain is part of life. Let's say crossing the road and you get hit by a car and you go to the hospital. 30 days later, they amputate your leg. It has nothing to do with you. That is life. That is life. It has nothing to do with you. Everybody goes through pain in some certain capacities. All of us are in this thing called pain. As long as you are in this thing called earth, you are not exempted from pain. But there are other things that can lead to suffering, which is the pains that we created by ourselves, by our poor choices. Let's say we all know that having multiple partners without using protection is dangerous. So when you go ahead to have multiple partners and you don't use protection, 10 years, 5 years, you get texted and you are found to have some kind of diseases. That is your poor choice. It has nothing to do with life. But that doesn't exempt you from also incurring the pains of life, which is inevitable. So when you are trying to pursue happiness, what you are trying to do is that you are trying to go against nature. So when such thing happens to you, life happens to you, then you are easily put in depression, because you think that you are the only person that is going through such kind of pain.